y'all doing today? Hey, yeah. It is Friday. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you, thank you. Buenos dias. Now, I have a special guest coming on, so we're going to see how to add her. Okay, as soon as I see her pop on. Hey, David, what's up? Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Valerie. You guys shared this out. Today is going to be a great broadcast. I got somebody special coming on. Hey, Shanti. There she is. We got a special guest, y'all. Let me go and invite her in. Y'all just keep jamming till I get her here. There we go. Remember to turn your phone horizontally so that we come on here real good. All right, here we go. We're going to add you in. Boom. Oh, we're going to have a good time today, you guys. Good time today. We are connecting. Hey! It worked! Yay! Love it when the beat drops. All right, you guys. Let me go ahead and turn this down. You guys shared this out. We are going to have a different and fun broadcast today. I am on here, guys. I'm so excited. I am so excited because Vicky and I grew up together.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Vicky and I grew up together. We met when we were like teenagers, right? Were we like 12 or 13?
Yeah, I know it was middle school. We called it junior high, but yeah, middle school.
Yep. We were like babies back then.
You know, it's funny. I remember certain things you said in conversations that really wasn't anything, but I remember it. It's just weird.
Things I said?
Yeah.
As a teenager?
Like, this is a weird one. One day I was at your house and we were in the kitchen and I think I was making some Kool-Aid or stirring it.
Uh-huh.
And I normally stir the Kool-Aid like maybe 5 or 6 times and I was good. I thought it was blended enough. And you say, you should stir it longer than that because you can still hear the sugar. And to this day, I remember that.
Are you serious? I was so bossy, girl. I was so bossy. Hey, standing real strong. Hey, Rancy, how are you? That is so funny. I told you you needed to stir the Kool-Aid more, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, please share this out. We got a special guest. She's been in my life for so long, and it was funny how we got reconnected. Both of us now live on the East Coast.
I know.
Both of our fathers were in the Air Force, and so we were stationed at the same base, and somebody said I'm still bossy. Oh, no, you didn't. Who said that? Okay. Hey, Rose Quartz, what's happening? And Ethel, I'm still bossy. Anyway, guys, I am Sensei Subira, SenseiSubira.com, coming to you from Baltimore. And Vicky, let us know who you are, where you're coming to us from.
Okay. My name is Vicky Bell. I live in the Hampton Roads area, which is, if you heard of Hampton University or Norfolk State, I'm in that area, known as Hampton Roads. I'm a realtor for the last 2 years. And so, yeah, you're challenging me this morning.
Good. I wanted to have you on, Vicky, of course, to talk about our childhood, but more than that, you asked a question on Friday. Oh, someone else is, I guess, from Southern Virginia.
Oh,
Who's
hey.
that?
Yeah.
You got Southern Virginia in the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sippo, coming in from Canada. You guys, let us know where you're coming in from. So you asked a question when I got back from the marketing conference that I went to this past weekend, which is called Live the Dream. And I came back to share. I have literally a notebook, crazy notebook full of marketing things that I learned that I'm going to be sharing, specifically attraction marketing, which I love because I'm just not a hardcore salesperson at all. I love doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And when it resonates with people, awesome. If it doesn't, that's awesome too. And maybe I know someone I can connect you with. So that's kind of my come from. But you asked a really great question. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember what the question was?
It was about how, because we're in sales, I know that it's important to generate leads. I just am not the typical, well, I don't want to say typical, what maybe one may envision of being a salesperson. I'm not You know what I mean? I just don't want to see people as a sale. I don't want to see them as a bottom line. I see them as people, and I want to come at them that way. But I know that I need to generate leads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And how
So
do you do that without feeling like you're being a hypocrite, or you know what I mean? Just how do you? Yeah.
yeah, without feeling like you're all up in their face and like,
Yeah.
ah, yeah, which is actually repulsion marketing. That's what I call it because it repels people. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
be. It's
Mm-mm.
funny because I love to buy. I love to take out my cash and get myself what I want, but I want to do it on my terms,
Yes.
right? And I don't want to feel pressured, and I don't want to feel like somebody's like following me around the store, virtual or
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, for that matter. And so that's one of the reasons I love attraction marketing. And your question, also there was a component to your question that asked. Let me see if I can find it here. You asked how to do that when other people are involved. So you
Oh
have, and
yeah.
I hope you invited your audience so that your other realtors and your girl get on there and invite folks. Let them know you're on. But how you can market when there's other people involved that have to say yes or no,
Yes. Yeah, that's
right?
what. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a good question.
Hey
And so
Danielle.
hey Danielle, oh, is that your sister?
No, that's another Danielle, another realtor in the area. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, and so I'll answer that from how I have over the last 6 years I've been studying attraction marketing, and so I'll answer it from that place because that's really the
Okay.
only place I know. Hey Danielle, thanks for being here. Hey, Reese's on here. I think Reese's from I think she is from your area too. Anyway, yeah, so the beautiful thing about what I love most about attraction marketing is that, let me say hi to Bob. Hey Bob, is that I can simply bring value to the marketplace. So
Mm-hmm.
my having you come on here brings value to you. And
Mm-hmm.
it also, there may be someone who is watching, or this might get shared. You guys, thank you for sharing. Put Vicky out there.
Yeah.
She's a
Thanks.
realtor in the Virginia area. Um, and so there could be someone, maybe not the person who's watching right now, but they could be watching this tomorrow or later today, who's looking for a realtor who just feels you. Like
Mm-hmm.
something about her I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, they go to your page, right? They go to your personal page, whatever, and the value that you give on your personal page, just showing them transparently how you live your life. Maybe you're walking them through some of your real estate that you have for sale that you're showing.
Yeah.
Just by bringing those sorts of value to the marketplace, it will make people, if you do it enough, it will make people attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't even have to, I mean, I do, not that I don't ask for the sale, because I absolutely do at the right time. But I'd say 80 to 90% of the time, attraction marketers, we spend our time just giving value. And it's so counterintuitive from what you think you need to be doing, what we've been
Mm-hmm.
taught to do, that we need to be out there like selling, selling, selling. By just being who we naturally are, just being who we naturally are, um, it'll happen. And so that's one thing. Does that make sense?
No, total sense.
hmm And so then the second thing is, if you educate, I had a teacher back
Mm-hmm.
in the day. Her name was Njidika Olatunde. I'll never forget her. She said to me, if you teach, you will always eat. If you teach, you will always eat. So as a realtor, what can you teach? What do you know as a realtor maybe about, I don't know, because I'm not a realtor, so I have no clue. But there's something that sets you apart
Mm-hmm.
from other realtors, things that you can bring to the marketplace, things that you can teach that
Mm-hmm.
give value, like what we're doing. You can do interviews. Um, and so when you're just giving, you just go into the marketplace with this thought of, I just want to serve, I
Mm-hmm.
want to solve problems. What'll happen is people, their guard will go down because they realize she's not looking to me to fill her pockets.
Yes.
I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who I'm here for, but I know I'm here for somebody.
Yes.
And my personal come from is that I believe people are divinely assigned to me.
Mm.
So when I go into the marketplace, when I wake up with that thought every morning, it doesn't make sense for me to look at somebody as a price tag,
Yeah.
because they may not be the one for me. I
Hmm.
believe people are divinely assigned to me at particular times, you know, and divinely assigned to you. And so what is for you and who is for you.
Yeah.
And no
So
other
can I
realtor.
real quick?
Yeah.
That's true because, well, in my, I met this gentleman, and it just, you're talking about divine assignment, something you're not hunting for. I actually met
Hmm.
him. He was selling his mom's house. He decided to hire me, and we're closing next week. And he said to me that we were meant to meet, and that I really appreciate you because I needed you at this moment to help mom get into her assisted living home. So I do see that there's something beyond just leads, seeing people's dollar signs, and that you're dealing with human beings and there's something greater. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Moving, yeah, making things happen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, there is, I do need a constant flow of people that I'm talking to, right?
Yes.
And so I use social media for that. I
Mm-hmm.
use, I go out and I'm networking and I do make phone calls, but I don't make phone calls or go out networking for the point of making a sale today. It may happen and it may not happen.
Yeah.
But what I do go out for is, how can I serve you? What
Mm-hmm.
is it that you need that either I have or someone I know has that I can connect you with?
Yeah.
Um, and people are always asking me for, the technical side, and there is a technical side to lead generation. There absolutely are certain practices that I do every day. That
Mm-hmm.
is a part of it too. But I do those practices without any emotion attached to them.
Yeah, we talked about that, about not
Hmm.
hearing, being able to hear no. Yeah.
Hmm. Being able to hear no, just do. It's kind of like my marketing teacher. She always says, wax on, wax off,
Mm-hmm.
wax on, wax off. So just be like the Karate Kid. There are things that I know I need to do to kind of keep my pipeline filled with enough people to talk to.
Yeah.
And at some point, kind of like that Jiffy Pop. Remember the old Jiffy Pop popcorn
Yeah.
before airbag popcorn?
Yeah.
And if you just put it on the fire being certain activities you will do every day,
Mm-hmm.
and it's non-negotiable activities. I'll do these
Mm-hmm.
things every day. That is putting that Jiffy Pop on the fire and just shaking it. I don't
Yeah.
know what the first kernel is that's going to pop, but I know because there's heat and I'm doing the activity of shaking, I know eventually it's going to pop.
Yeah.
And different kernels will pop at different times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can come back later and kind of talk about the specifics of the technical side. I'm actually going to be doing some webinars. So if there's anybody interested here on a webinar about lead generation, how I do that, just either send me a direct message, and I answer all my direct messages personally, usually within 24 to 48 hours at most. Or just put a note here on the comment thread and say, Subira, I want to know about your webinars that you got coming up. Um, so stay on, Vicky. Did you have any other questions, and did I thoroughly answer your question that you did
No,
have?
I have been watching all of your I guess this past week your meeting, you're doing a Facebook Live every week or every day during this week.
Yeah.
So I haven't gone online, watched it afterwards, and I love the part where you're always emphasizing mindset. Like if you don't get that together, well, at least for me personally, if I don't get that together, I'm all over the map. Yeah. So I think it's good to really know your value, know what you're bringing, and that it'll come. If you're being a good person, a person with integrity, it'll come.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so many, my tribe are spiritual entrepreneurs. So we tend to get caught up a lot in um I'm like really afraid to ask for money. And
Hmm.
that's why attraction marketing works for me, right?
Yeah.
Because I can allow the systems that I work with as an entrepreneur. If you're not leveraging systems, you're working way too hard.
True.
And there's a little bit of use one of you got your terms as a realtor, one of your arm's length, that there's an arm's length way to deal with the money piece, which is just leveraging systems.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, that's something that I show people how to put together so that I don't even have to have the money conversation really. My
Mm.
system will have it for me. And that way, there's also no feeling of rejection because if they're not interested, guess what? They just
Yeah.
don't, they just don't go further. And I never
Hmm.
know that they went away from the website. I never know. So it's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll go deeper into some of those strategies on the webinars that I do. But I would love for you to stay on if you have time, because I
Okay.
want to
No,
go
that's fine.
over. Okay, cool. All right, so guys, we're going to segue. Again, if you have any questions, please put them in the thread and I'll answer them. Right now, I want to go to remind you guys what I'm doing this week. Is it looks like this is going to also kind of fall over into next week too. We're looking at The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Wonderful guy. I mean, this guy was amazing. I don't think I told you guys, he was in this car accident.
Hmm.
um, Rancy, do you remember how many years ago that was? I think it might have been 12 years ago or something. But he was in this really bad car accident where he was hit head on, one direction, and then when his car stopped, he got T-boned on the driver's side, which was where he was sitting. So they didn't think he was going to live. His story is just amazing. But he wrote these things called lifesavers. Hey, Valerie. Valerie Keys is on here as well. I got two Valeries on here today. So lifesavers. Let me remind you guys what those are, and if there's someone that wouldn't mind scribing these. Oh, thank you, Reese. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me. So lifesavers. The word savers is an acronym, and the acronym is, my lighting isn't too good today. Oh well. Welcome to live. Um, it is silence. I don't know if you guys caught the video I posted yesterday about the benefits of silence, but it was really good. So silence, affirmation, visioning, exercise, which we're going to go into today, reading, and journaling or scribing. So life savers. So let's look at exercise today. What are the benefits to us as spiritual entrepreneurs to have exercise every day? First thing in the morning. Most successful people do these things every day, and we do them at the top of the day. Number one, it's what you said, Vicky. Taking care of ourselves
Hmm.
is the most important thing. Like, I am my biggest asset.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know it, you guys are your biggest asset. So taking care of that mental training, physical training, spiritual training, you got to do it all. We got to do it all. Um, So a couple of things, I wrote a couple of notes here. So let me read these to you guys or not read them, but share them with you. Um, Four things about exercise. The biggest thing is that it builds your neural network. So we all the time we're talking about building our network. Guys, please share this out because this is where the nuggets are really coming, okay? These may not be for you today, but they're going to be for somebody in your network. So share this value out, okay? Building your neural network. We all the time are thinking about building our network, like who do we know and that kind of thing on a professional level, right, Vicky?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about building your neural network before you even make contact with another human being. Programming our own internal computer. So let's talk about how we can do that. The exercise, um, it builds new cells in what's called your hippocampus, right? And that's responsible for the formation of your emotions. Why is that important? That's important because when we step out into the marketplace, if we cannot promote we can't do that promotion without emotion, you are dead in the water. And then you become repulsive in the marketplace. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who doesn't have a good handle and is grounded in their emotions. So exercise will help you be grounded emotionally. Okay. It activates your brain, right? The short-term memory, what happens during exercise is you are transferring um, from the long term to the short term memory. So it's huge. Okay. It'll help you gather and process information while you're exercising. And you think, well, I'm just out here moving. I'm just moving. No, these things are happening. You are processing information. It helps you. Let's see what else. Of course, it's a natural stress remedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's a natural stress remedy to exercise. You can just blow off steam. So it's a good place to go and just kind of woosah, as they say. So you want to do that first thing in the morning, guys. First thing in the morning, as quickly when when your feet hit the ground. Some of us have a prayer, and after you pray, boom, move, exercise. You want to get your blood flowing. It'll help you get creative. It'll help you, like I said, those neural um, connections, um, and blowing off steam. So there's a whole bunch more, of course, but those are the ones I want to share with you today. I will be putting all of these into an article form for those of you who would rather read them. But guys, I want you to make a commitment to yourself that you will exercise at least 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing the morning, the miracle morning, Hal Elrod says you don't have to do it for 30 minutes. You can just do like 7 to 10 minutes. Just get up, do some jumping jacks, do some push-ups. You'll get to the longer. That may happen at the end of the day. I tend to work in the morning and during the day, but my evenings are for me. That's when I go to the karate studio, to the yoga studio. So have something for yourself, that precious, precious, miracle morning time for you, so that you can be a stand in the gap for your clients that are out there listening, looking, and waiting for you to show up. So that is what I have for y'all today. I hope that was of value to you. What'd you think, Vicki?
It is good. Like if I don't personally exercise, I'm less creative when it comes to providing solutions to problems for my
Oh,
clients.
there's your
And
husband.
yeah, and just being focused. I know he's actually in Baltimore now. He's flying up to New York to visit family.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but
Hey, guys.
exercise really does help. When I don't exercise, I realize that I can't be all there for someone else.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine this, that when we are working for ourselves, I extend way more energy than I did work as an employee. Seriously. I did the least
Mhm.
I could do as an employee. I was like, what's the least amount of energy I can give these people to still get a paycheck?
Yeah.
Right? Well, for myself, I'm all in. I'm
Yeah.
all in for myself. So that means I have to make sure my energy stores are not only full, but overflowing,
Yeah.
right? Because I want to give my customers my overflow. I'm not giving my essential amount is for me,
Yeah.
right? So does anybody else on here have any questions? Let me go through here and just check and see if we got any questions. Or thank you guys for sharing this out. Who have I see some people are interested in the webinars that I got. I have several webinars planned, guys, like a lot. Lot. My whole page from what I was doing, those that have been with me for the last 6 years have seen me go through. Oh, awesome. Somebody's following
Yeah.
you.
Thanks.
Yeah, guys, I want to say that. Please, guys, go and follow. I meant to say that. Follow Vicky's page. Um, Follow her on her personal page. That would be great. And I'm sure if you guys have just even general questions about real estate, what do I need to look for in a realtor? Maybe we can have you back and you can kind of share that kind of stuff with us.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because that's important to know. It's that relationship is important. And if you get that right connection, the sooner you get that, you could have that person with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's an important relationship to have when you're talking about your
Yeah.
home.
Mm.
So let's see. So standing real strong. That's great. Thanks for
Yeah.
that.
Thanks, Dana.
Why is the cost of a home in Virginia so expensive? That's for you. I can't answer that,
That's
Vicky.
well, so it depends on where you're at in Virginia, but in the Southeast is a little bit cheaper than Northern Virginia. So follow me on my Facebook page.
All right. I got that. Cool. Well, guys, so today that was the E of Savers, and just know I'm going to be bringing this and so much more value to this broadcast in the morning. I you know, my intention is that for entrepreneurs who may still be working part-time or full-time for that matter, that are trying to make that segue into their own business, what do you need to have shored up before you take that step? And I want to be able to support people. And I'm telling you, being able to generate a consistent flow of people to talk to, that's the lifeblood of your business. Your marketing is a lifeblood of your business. If you don't have a consistent flow of people to talk to, if you don't know how to create that, you won't be in business long. You won't. So if by chance you're looking for that type of support, hit me up. Like I said, either direct message me or send or post something here saying, you know, I want to learn how to get a consistent flow of people to talk to. And it doesn't matter what your business is, guys. How can you get approved for a home? I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
take that in just a
So,
second. Go ahead. Go
oh,
ahead.
just a second. Okay.
No, no,
No,
no.
go
You
ahead.
go ahead. Answer her.
So just call me. That's a conversation we need to have, and I can hook you up with a mortgage, a loan officer. But call me. My number is on my Facebook page.
She asked you, do you have to have perfect credit?
No.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I love this, guys. This is what I love. I love connecting people together. This is what it's all about. Um, so I want to end real quick with saying this, guys. It does not matter what your business is. I don't care if you're a realtor, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, a realtor. The bottom line is you need to have enough people to talk to on a consistent, everyday basis. You got to have enough kernels in your Jiffy Pop popcorn that when you put it over the fire, and that is you give out valuable content on a regular basis about whatever your subject matter is, when it's the right time for the people that you've been talking to, you'll be the person that they'll want to come and work with. Okay, guys? So if you don't have that, look yourself in the mirror this weekend. Tell yourself the truth. I don't know how to generate leads. I don't know how to talk to people, to what to say to keep them in conversation with me. And I'm willing and ready to learn. And if you're at that place, I'm here, I'm available, and we can have a discovery conversation to see if there's a resonance, if there's a fit. And if there's not a fit with me, I know a ton of attraction marketers that I can point you in their direction. Okay? I'm totally cool if it's not me. I just want the spiritual entrepreneurs out here to get the support that you need so that you are actually living, doing the thing that you love and what you were born to do. Okay? At least at this time in your life. So, guys, have a fantastic day. Vicki, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
thanks.
on. You might be our like resident realtor to come in and start
That's fine.
educating us, right? Start
Yeah, that's
educating
fine.
us.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, text Vicki for contacts. She'll answer all of your questions, and I'm gonna push her to maybe start having her own real
I
estate
know. Don't do it.
show.
Hey, I've done a couple of interviews on my Facebook page of local business, other local small businesses. I just haven't. I need to do it more consistently.
And for yourself.
Yes.
All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. Vicki, thanks for coming out this morning. Thanks
Thanks.
for allowing yourself to be stretched. And you
Yeah.
guys, remember, even mystics have bills to pay. So let's talk. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.